Once you complete the haircut at the exam, then you're going to be asked about, you're not quite done. So when you get done with the haircut, keep your comb out, okay? If you finish early, I would suggest that you go through and check your work, double check, cross check your work to ensure that it is even, especially if you finish and you got time. There's no need to waste that time. Go back and cross check your work and make sure that you are even. The biggest thing when it comes to this haircut for the exam is that you actually use your shears and you actually use your razor. So if nothing else, the way that I taught you guys to cut up with the razor in the back and go ahead and drop down your sides when you get to the height of the sides with your shears. That way you can get credit for that haircut for using your shears and using your razor. So that's why I like that 4-section parting, and I like doing the halo subsections or the horseshoe subsections as I work my way up for the cut for the exam. Now, after you finish cutting, or if the time elapsed, then they're going to approach you. The examiner is going to say, please hand me your shears. Please hand me your comb. They're going to use the comb to check the haircut. Then they're going to tell you to please clean up your area. Okay, what they mean by that, you're going to take, after they check, you're going to take your shears, you're going to take anything that's left up here, you can go ahead and discard it inside of your items to be disinfected container. So razor, shears, your combs that you were using, and at this time you can actually take your cooled down thermal iron and place it in your items to be disinfected container as well. I'm going to take these guys right here, these extra clips. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those. I'm going to also remove any hair off of my station. Now I just kind of use this towel and dust off my table with. I don't want to start wiping my client's face with that. So I want to take this guy and put it in the soiled linens. Okay, I'm going to hit my hand sanitizer, and then I'm just going to kind of check my towel. Okay, I'm going to take my client around, and I'm going to look, and I'm going to use my towel and shake it off, and I'm going to clean off any excess hair on my client. I'm going to look on the face area and remove any excess hair off of the face. Okay, because you got to think about this, guys. In real life, when you are with your sending your client back, let's imagine your client comes to the salon on their lunch break and they have to go back to work afterwards. So it's going to be your responsibility to ensure that you're not sending your client back to work with hair itching their back, itching their neck. So you want to make sure that you do clean all of that residue of excess hair off of your client. Okay, no, everything does not have to be out of, you just want to make sure that you do not have any hair remaining on your station, and you want to make sure that you don't have any hair on your client's face and on their cape and on their towel. You want to wipe that off, okay, or shake it off. You do not have to change the cape. You do not have to redrape. You're just shaking the hair off, okay? Then I'm going to go ahead and sweep up my area, and I'm going to make sure that I get all of the hair cleaned up. And I'm going to go ahead and clean up the hair off the floor. So there's no need for me to wipe the table off and end up with hair all over the place by sweeping up first. So I'm going to clean off my work area, clean off my client's face, their neck, and make sure there's no excess hair on the cape or the towel, and then I'm going to sweep up my floor. Okay, and on the floor you're going to have brooms that are going to be located in the exam area, so you do not necessarily have to bring one. It is your option if you want to bring one of the little small ones, but I was told when we went to the conference, the practical exam conference with D.O. Roop, that you did not need to bring one. Okay, that you do not need to bring a broom, but because they will be at the exam. All right, so with that being said, that basically concludes the haircut portion of the exam.